What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Also, that is a day's video will be a smidgen of something else. I've been contemplating this a great deal of late. Presently, when I was experiencing childhood during the time spent turning into a lady, there are such countless illustrations that I discovered that I sort of scholarly the most difficult way possible. A portion of these things will be things I wish I had known while I was growing up when I was a high schooler, so I could sort of forestall the wrecked heart and illustrations learned and every one of the difficult situations that I went through. So in the present video, I will offer you all that definite guidance. I will let you know the things that I wish I knew when I was growing up. So on the off chance that you observe each of the 10 of the tips, you're venturing out in front of every other person. What's more, you're about to resemble so shrewd and in charge and the supervisor of your life. The main tip, you folks, this is the sort of thing that I trust doesn't outrage anyone. However, that is clearly not the expectation here, is that you will be much more joyful. Assuming you hold on until after the age of 25 to begin having a family, there resembles this tremendous influx of individuals right now that are saying like, I need to be a youthful mother. Also, such as being a teenager mother is so cool. Also, it was so charming. What's more, I become youthful while I have my children. What's more, I disagree with that by any means. Without a doubt. At the point when I had Cassie, there was a time of like a couple of years where in a real sense like everything about my own self-improvement needed to go on hold. All in all, you're investing the vast majority of your energy dealing with another person. So there's no time for like dealing with your own self and developing and creating. This is an image of me on my 25th birthday celebration, on my 26th birthday celebration, 27th birthday celebration, 28th birthday celebration, 29th birthday celebration. This is a video. I tracked down video film of my 30th birthday celebration. I could never have had any of these minutes. Assuming I was home with the child, get to know yourself, give yourself an opportunity to investigate in your 20s, and hold on until you feel it's absolutely appropriate for you to begin a family as a matter of fact. 2. That there's definitely no such thing as being awful at affection. I know the Halsey melody sort of glamorizes this. Furthermore, in the event that you feel like you are terrible at affection, it's presumably on the grounds that someone told you, you draw in every one of some unacceptable sorts of folks or young ladies, or like you were in a downright horrendous relationship. So you're similar to bad at either. You don't have the foggiest idea how to be a tease. I'm letting you know, folks, no such thing as is awful at adoration. There's nothing about affection that you can't master or foster the abilities for that, is the specific explanation I made this direct in any case. Since, in such a case that there's something you feel like you're bad at, you can continuously learn it. The asset is generally accessible to you. So regardless of whether you've just had awful past connections, don't allow those to characterize you, since you can be great at affection. I guarantee. Tip number 3, I feel like this tip is so private and critical to me. Also, I truly need you folks to hear it. There is a period for young ladies where we as young ladies attempt to dull or decrease ourselves to find a place all the others. That little kooky, fiery, devilish character fool you is the sort of person you are. Furthermore, that individual is still in you today. However, she's similar to stowing away. She's hesitant to come out in light of the fact that he's apprehensive about the thing the world will think. In any case, I am letting you know that when you really do wind up in your 20s and you find out about yourself and become more certain, that young lady in you will come out in the future and she will crack marvelous. I used to be incredibly fiery and inventive when I was growing up. Yet, I went through the stage where I in a real sense lost it all, since I was so hesitant about finding a place with others. Furthermore, the more you lose that young lady, the harder she is to get back. So my best guidance is assuming you have individuals who know that individual within you, who know who you genuinely are. Stick around those individuals and make an honest effort not to lose that little wacky, astonishing piece of yourself. Furthermore, when you are a group, my best counsel is to keep your connections very fun and not excessively intense. I'm areas of strength for in youngsters having connections. Also, I had a ton of connections when I was growing up as a youngster, since they give us educational experience. They're truly fun. They're truly invigorating. We found out such a great amount about ourselves. The moment these connections become excessively intense, they begin involving a lot within recent memory. a lot of our consideration. So focusing on the relationship, we're attempting to improve things. Attempting to very much like invest such a lot of energy with them is presumably not the most shrewd utilization of time. Ensure that you offset your associations with different things like school and exercises, and like getting to know yourself, and you will be great. Number 5. Some of the time even your folks don't have the foggiest idea what's best for you. And furthermore, to say like, you shouldn't pay attention to them or you ought to like break your check-in time or something to that effect. The guardians are overwhelmed as well. Also, once in a while their plan can quite struggle with yours. So for instance, in the event that your folks resemble pushing you hard to go to medication school and become a specialist, however you think you'd be astonishing in PR, this is a colossal struggle. That won't be settled by you simply doing everything they say to you to do. So assuming someone is truly pushing, you simply know that on occasion that you truly must lean on your instinct, since, in such a case that you heed somebody's guidance despite your desire to the contrary, indeed, you won't be an extremely blissful specialist, and that is in a real sense not aiding anyone. Next, folks, growing up is in a real sense the best thing that is truly going to happen to you. Life as a grown-up gets such a ton better. For me, I generally thought about what life would resemble after secondary school. Also, I generally sort of considered what college would be like, what it would resemble when I progressed in years. However, I can sincerely say like college resembled the best a great time. Yet surprisingly better than that was escaping college and moving to the city and finding a new line of work in reality, and going into business. Like those were the educational encounters that I feel were the very best for me. So there resembles no good excuse for you to fear like your birthday year's taking pie, since it's presumably simply going to bring about truly sure things for yourself and individuals in your day-to-day existence. Okay, folks, number 7 is something that I genuinely wish I had known since I was a young lady, since something would have saved me such a lot of torment. You are not answerable for the joy of someone else. Everyone is answerable for their own bliss and how they decipher life's occasions. So in the event that another person is forcing you to follow through with something or to be somebody since it planned to fulfill them more, you need to think about that solicitation while considering other factors, on the grounds that the possibly way you will be really blissful is assuming you act naturally, and the main way they will be cheerful is that they love you for what your identity is. Number 8, the things that individuals censure you for throughout everyday life. Everyone has something that they're condemned for are typically the things that turn out to be the past to your prosperity. So I believe you should ponder something that you are scrutinized for when you were more youthful, or something that individuals condemn you for now. As far as I might be concerned, when I was more youthful, it was singing or murmuring in class. Acknowledging I would cause problems from the instructor. So what we will quite often do subsequently is stop that piece of ourselves. In any case, I consider rather switching it off. You ought to turn it up considerably stronger and do the things that you're scrutinized for much more. Presently, I know, folks, I wish I had realized this. Figure out how to cherish your body now, in light of the fact that in 20 years you will think back and say, my body was so gorgeous. The main thing that was missing is that I didn't feel significantly better about myself. I didn't adore my body at the time. What's more, I wish I did. I'm persuaded. What's more, I really accept that everyone has a body type and we're basically stayed with the body type that we're given. All in all, we can transform it a smidgen, however in the event that you truly can't transform it that much, so you should figure out how to simply acknowledge those things that you're not content with and love your body when it's in its most sound structure, since I guarantee you later on, you will think back and lament, not feeling wonderful when you genuinely are at your generally gorgeous. At long last, folks, the 10 suggestion that I wish I viewed this one in a serious way. Whenever I was growing up is to simply have some good times. Similar to part of your obligation as an adolescent is to have a great time. I realize that sounds peculiar reason you just truly persuade a single opportunity to be a youngster. Also, you actually must appreciate it. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumb up and share with your friend. Thank you for watching.